So the first boy came with this long black skirt that he's got from his mum's wardrobe, and he had to do all the lessons, even PE, in his skirt. So yeah, that was for me the greatest moment. I always remember it, and I can't, like, there was always those two boys that I've had in my mind with those skirts.
If I mess up,
and
what if you mess up?
I'm gonna mess up for sure.
No.
I'm gonna mess up.
It's just a shambles.
So you're good with your
Party time. That's half my life. So you can now work out what my age is.
Hello and welcome back to Mid-High 30 Years of Legacy. I'm your host Leticia, and today we have two special individuals with us. They are mother and daughter, and both have been with us for a long time, longer than we can remember. Ellie started here as a student and now joined her mother as a student, as a teacher assistant. I'm sorry. Her mother has been here for 18 years. We're so lucky to have you here with us, guys. Welcome.
Thank you.
So let's dive right in. Ellie, can you please tell us how Mid-High was like when you were studying here?
Well, firstly, I used to come to Mid-High for summer school, very long time ago, 2010 I think it was. And then obviously I started studying here, and I felt really welcomed. I didn't cry first day.
That's a lie.
She did. And but yeah, I felt welcomed with opening arms, and it was a really nice. My first day at school was a very nice experience, I could say.
That's good. That's amazing. And how has the school changed for you? Like going from a student to a teacher, from culture to campus. How has it changed?
I just feel like we've expanded in school. We've evolved. There's more events happening, educational events, and yeah.
That's really nice. Now to Mrs. Joe. How did you first get involved with Mid-High?
Well, I used to work in a nursery school, which is actually about maybe a couple of kilometres from here, called Wonderworld. And we used to bring the children from the nursery to do activities here. So that could be like a Easter egg hunt or storytelling and things like that, because the school liked to liaise with the nurseries at that point. And therefore, that's how I got to know about Mid-High.
And that's how you got here.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So you've always been into teaching students, little kids.
Yeah.
That's really nice. And why did you choose Mid-High to teach your daughter here?
Well, I wanted better education for my kids. I wanted them to have a good standard of English. And I went to school in the UK, so I really wanted them to have the same opportunity that I did with the GCSEs and to be able to go on to further education. So that's why, that's the main reason.
Oh, that's really interesting. Joe, what is the best part about your job working here at Mid-High? And has anything personal affected you? Like, because we heard that you were a runner.
Right, yes. The best thing about Mid-High is obviously seeing the progress of the children, from the beginning of the year to the end. And, especially those that don't speak English, it's good to see that progress. But something the personal that's taken me, because what I did was I entered the Larnaca Marathon many years ago. It wasn't a marathon then, it was just called the Larnaca Run. And when I finished, I did it in quite a good time, but when I crossed the line, I felt so sick and I thought I was going to pass out, literally. I felt that bad. So I decided that I was going to start training. So after that I did, and I run really regularly now, and they also enter a lot of races over Cyprus to do with trail running, road racing as well. So
yeah, it's really interesting.
So it sort of sparked my passion, sort of thing.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. So let's move on then. Ellie, what is your favorite thing about Mid-High outside of your work, like with students?
I'm going to say about Mid-High is I've always felt like it's a family here. So like even if it's to do with the kids or with the staff or in general, always felt like a nice family. We have a laugh. There's never a dull moment. And yeah.
Everyone's here for each other. Yeah. Community, that's a really nice thing. And what about you? Can you share your favorite moment here,
My
Mayor?
favorite moment. I think it was when I worked in the nursery actually before I came to the junior school. And we went on a school trip to Limassol Zoo. And there was a child that I was always assigned to because he was very lively. And I was the only one that could keep up with him, to run after him, basically. So we went to see these horses, and he asked me to pick him up. So I picked him up so we could stroke the horses, and everything was fine. And we turned around to go home. And as I turned around, the horse grabbed hold of his foot. And literally, with some, yanking and pulling, we managed to get him away. But unfortunately, the horse got the shoe.
Oh, wow.
Fortunately, he found it quite funny. And I think one of the parents managed to grapple the horse and get the shoe back eventually. But yes, it was pretty funny.
No, doing that. Do you still go to stuff like that?
We still go for tricks, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not as fun as before.
No. More controlled, I think.
That's a good thing, though. We have established that Mid-High can be a magnet for students and teachers to return. What attracted you to come back and work here?
For me, when I used to come to summer school, I used to enjoy it. And then slowly, as I got older, I used to volunteer to help in summer school. So deep down, I knew that I liked to work with kids, but I kind of wanted to take my own route of life and study something different. And eventually I came back to Mid-High because I realised that's what I really like to do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's good to follow your dreams. Going in your mother's steps as well. Yeah. Well, that's all right. We're going to wrap this up with where do you hope the school goes to? Any wishes? Mrs. Joe, want to go first?
I just put that we could work towards being a more sustainable school. I know that in the school we do promote sustainability and environmental issues, and that they are educated in the high school. But I think we need to work towards making more practical steps for a more sustainable future.
That's interesting, Miss Lily.
I just think that if the school continues on its current path, I believe we can expect even greater things to come, and more greater educational achievements, and yeah.
That's really nice. Thank you so much for being here.
Time.
And that's a wrap for this episode. See you in the next episode.